What's good? My name is Lil D and welcome to the first tutorial on this channel. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to finally achieve handstand, a dream element for many of those who I know, but for some reason, most of them either never tried it or could never get it to the level where they wanted it to be. So in today's video, I'm going to figure out 5 main mistakes due to which you cannot either achieve it at all or get it to the level where you want it to be, so you can finally hold it as safe as it is possible. Let's go. Alright, and point number 1 is going to be not enough push strength. And many of calisthenics beginners, firstly learning handstand, face a problem of just not being able to hold their body in a certain position just because their upper body does not possess enough strength for it. And for this one, I cannot really advise you anything better than just working out. The only thing I can say is that you're 100% ready when you can perform 20 to 25 perfect push-ups with the form as on the video. And 12 to 15 back push-ups, also keeping the perfect form, again as on the clip. And this doesn't mean that before this point you're definitely not ready for the element. That just means that with the stats you're 100% prepared for it. The other problem here is your core not having enough strength or stability to stay in that vertical upside down position for a certain period of time. And unlike the first one, this one is faced by pretty much everybody working on handstand but not still having enough experience on it. And with this one, the best solvent is also going to be just training. But this time we're going to be working our abs, obliques, and our lower back muscles. And the best exercises for these are going to be simple leg raises, then plank mountains, and reverse body raises for your lower back. Right. For the next 2 points, we are going to temporarily set the equality sign between our today's handstand and simple human standing position on fit. And firstly, let's look at what we do while leaning our body forwards while in that simple standing position. As you can see, in this case, we prevent ourselves from falling by sticking our toes and our forefoot to the ground. And the problem with the handstand that we face here is that our fingers are like way longer and physically weaker than our toes, and we don't have any analog of forefoot on our hands. So problem number 3 is going to be falling over our back. And fixing on this, we're going to break down into 2 steps. So for the first one, you get into that simple pike position, but instead of doing a push-up as we're used to, you lean your body weight forward, still keeping its small part on our feet but having its bigger part on our hands. It's crucial here that you bend your fingers a little bit, so it's easier for you to stick them into the ground and keep the balance. It's also important here that you press your backs and scapulars all the way up, almost closing your ears with your shoulders, like this. This is not the best example. So, fuck. Once again, this shit letting me down, I'm telling you. It seems to work. Once you understand the wrists, elbows, and shoulders work, you are allowed to move on to the next step, which is going to be wall-sit handstand with your back to the wall. So how you do it? You set your hands on 1 fist distance from the wall, push yourself up, keeping the body straight, and lean with your heels to the wall, slowly trying to release them from it. Firstly, it's going to look just like bouncing back and forwards from the wall. But then you're going to understand and really feel the hold, and will be already able to keep that position for at least a couple seconds. And when you get that up to 5 seconds, you're officially allowed to move on. Going back to the comparison of a handstand position with a simple fit stand, we face another problem. As you can see, standing on fit, leaning backwards, we prevent ourselves from falling by leaning on our heels. And the problem here is that, as you can see, we have the forearm bones coming right into the palm without any analog of the heel right here in our hands to lean on while falling backwards, which is exactly going to be problem number 4. And solving of this one is going to be pretty obvious and easy. Instead of keeping that 90-degree angle between your arm and the floor, which is going to make you fall backwards every time due to wrong weight separation, give yourself a tiny bit of a lean forwards so the angle between your forearm and the palm is a little bit smaller than 90 degrees, which is going to give you the right waist separation so you can hold the vertical position of your body. And the best exercise to understand this one is going to be also wall-seated handstand, but already with your face to the wall. But before this, you have to learn how to dismount from handstand properly so you don't break anything while failing this exercise. To learn a safe landing, you just push yourself up to handstand position, and without holding it for any time, you release your stronger hand from the floor and spinning around your weaker one, you just land into 2 feet. You can see me landing on one this clip just because I have a serious ankle injury which does not allow me to land on it from any sort of a height, even like from not the biggest one as on the clip. Alright, just a simple remark. So moving to a wall-seated handstand with your face to the wall. How to perform it? You stand with your back to the wall, get your feet up on it, and wall walk yourself up to almost vertical position. Gotta say that pretty much this angle between the wall and your body is enough. And then you start bouncing yourself off the wall just as in the previous exercise, trying to hold the handstand without letting your feet back to the wall. And again, firstly it's going to look just like bouncing, but then you're gonna again understand the balance and keep it for longer periods of time. So you're gonna start holding it better and better only after understanding and feeling the balance of this. And the last but not the least trouble with handstand for beginners that many of you could face is getting into the position itself not correctly. Too much force used, keeping the arm straight all the way up, too much of a distance between your hands and your feet at the jump moment. These are just a few incorrect variations of the approach, and instead of telling you about every run duration, I'm just going to tell you about the best and the most effortless one so you can use it from the beginning and just not waste any strength of your training battery. So let me show you how it looks. You set your hands pretty close to your feet, then push yourself up with only one foot, bending the arms on the way up a little bit, and as soon as your lower body passes the horizontal line, you lock your arms to help you get into the handstand position itself. And the main thing here is to understand and feel the movement again. And as you know, feeling and understanding come with practice, so as always, practice is the key. Gotta say that it is now getting darker and darker, and I'm about to lose that required power of natural lighting, so probably gonna reset, use the projector as a film lighting as well as lighting for my face. This is going to be a little bit worse than what you see now, but gotta do what I gotta do. Alright. By the way, not that much of worse. Could use this version of setup when it's darker outside. Alright, so those were just 5 main reasons why most of the beginners in calisthenics cannot achieve their dream element, handstand. And I hope you understood everything. If something is just missing for you, you might comment it down below or message me on Telegram. Yeah, why not? Yeah, as I said in the last exercise, practice is the key, and it's not only about the last one, it's about everything in your life. And the more you practice handstand, the sooner you're gonna achieve it. So yeah, work out, put your dedication on, and you're gonna get the results. Trust me, sooner or later you are going to get the results. Thanks for watching. Bye.